Thanks, Inquel. I'm here today at the American Job Centers in New Haven, where they just held a press conference to discuss the importance of AJC's programs and services to the South Central Connecticut community. Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro was one of the keynote speakers in attendance today, and here's a quick look at the press conference event.
Okay, thank you for coming this morning, everybody. I think everybody here knows me. I'm Bill Villano, President and CEO of Workforce Alliance. And, over the last several months, showed us that we needed to improve and modify the technology that allows people to access us, and access services remotely or in a hybrid model. And we also needed to increase the awareness of the public workforce system. So Connecticut's 5 workforce boards applied for and were granted a $2.5 million grant to expand our capacity to deliver services and to improve our outreach, especially to priority populations. And Workforce Alliance is the lead board on this, but I do want to emphasize that this is an initiative of all 5 workforce boards in the state. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that we will be able to expand equitable access to Connecticut's public workforce system, and for out-of-work residents and especially other populations that have really experienced long-term disparities in wealth, wages, and education. And all of those things have only been exacerbated by COVID-19. It also means expanded service statewide, virtual platforms and other technology that will engage populations and again allow them to access our services. It also means increased online learning, which has been expanded during this pandemic. And we will end up over the next couple of years with 9,600 Connecticut residents taking at least one online course and some career exploration activities as well. It also means improved website in language transition capabilities, accessibility features that will enhance the user experience for non-English speaking and for individuals with disabilities. It also means that our regional and local outreach efforts will increase awareness of the workforce system, especially among marginalized populations that have varying levels of digital literacy and access. And I do want to say 2 of our outreach workers, Sinquel and Darlena, have been doing an excellent job during this process, and their ability to do that would only be increased. So, I think what I would say, bottom line, essentially this means that technology, access, and outreach will be consistent throughout the state and will be dramatically improved throughout the state. And I want to sincerely thank Rosa, not only for her support for this grant, but for her support on not just workforce initiatives, but initiatives that she has worked tirelessly on for years that help working families throughout Connecticut and throughout this nation. She has been a tireless advocate, whether it's wages, equal rights, equal pay. She's just been wonderful. So without any further ado, Congresswoman Rosa DeLauro.
Thank you. A big thank you to Bill Villano, President, CEO, Workforce Alliance, for a wonderful introduction, but for a wonderful friendship and a professional relationship and a personal relationship over the years. And it's about your work, Bill, in helping to strengthen the local economy. It's about critical employment and training assistance for employers and those who are looking for jobs. This is a place of hope. This is the future. It's about what the hope and the promise of Workforce Alliance is, of the Adult Education Center, and people bring their dreams and their aspirations here. And the folks who are here help realize those dreams and aspirations. And to all of you, so grateful. And hello, Freeman, how are you today? Good to see you. I think about JoJo and Joey. Thank you for all that you tried to do. Michelle, let me recognize you. She is the principal of the New Haven Adult and Continuing Education Center. You see that as you're coming in. That building is there. And Tony Walker, God, thank you for what you do. Chair of Appropriations at the State House. My counterpart at the state level, and what we need to do for all of these efforts. And to Michelle, you know, adult education is so critical. It's a key role that it plays. You allow workers to develop skills and also to acquire new ones. Sometimes they don't even know they have those skills. And so thanks for being here today. Where's Pam? She's back here. Pam is a project director, the American Job Center Project, Workforce Alliance. She's here, and I want to welcome Joseph and Richard, who are with us, and they are Workforce Alliance members, as well as Eddie here. Again, people who have helped to make a difference in folks' lives, and some who are here to tell you about what difference that has made. Please, this is not self-serving. I do have the honor of chairing the House Appropriations Committee and the subcommittee on labor, education, health, and human services. And I can just tell you right off the bat, it's great to have the gavel. It's wonderful to have the gavel. So there we are. And so for me, it's so personally rewarding that Workforce Alliance received the National Dislocated Worker Grant. And that's plus $2.5 million. And from the Department of Labor's Career Dislocated Worker Grants. This is, I might add, it's one of 29 awards nationwide. And again, and Bill laid out all of the work that can get done, all the services that will be provided, but it helps to connect job seekers to employment in an economy that continues to recover or try to rebuild from the COVID-19 pandemic. This has been the single greatest healthcare and economic crisis that this country has faced in a generation. So that this funding is vital. It's vital to be able to support successful re-entry into the workforce for Connecticut residents out of work due to the impacts of the pandemic. And as our community continues with the recovery effort, Workforce Alliance does critical work to provide life skills, job training for those who simply want to work and provide for their families. I'm always so both sad and angry at people who demean workers or people who have fallen on hard times, who don't have a job. You know, to say that they don't want to work, to say that they're not looking is so wrong, because we are all defined by the jobs that we have. You take your pride in what you do, because it's pride, and your family takes pride in what you do. So people want to work. And our job at the state level and at the federal level is to provide Workforce Alliance and others in our communities across this country with the resources so that they can provide the tools that people need to seek employment, to seek training, and make sure that they have an economic future for themselves and their families. And that is all they are trying to achieve. It is always about the economy. And so the reemployment services here for job seekers, search assistance, broadband, tech, other remote services, career guidance, childcare, and transportation. Let me just tell you, 2.3 million women left the workforce during this pandemic. Most of the reason why, because there wasn't childcare for them. So do you think they're going to leave their kids at home by themselves? No, because their first responsibility is as a parent and so forth. That's why we need to have these kinds of services to get people. And women they didn't opt out of the system. They were pushed out because of a lack of childcare. So this program, this award, what's being done here, and 1 out of 29 to get this award, it is a big deal, a very, very big deal. So you have my word. I will remain committed to making sure that the federal funds are there to support Connecticut's workers, build back stronger, and to be more inclusive and to focus on the economic needs of people in our community. So you've got more Americans trying to rejoin the labor force, and our economy, as I said, continues to try to recover. We need to continue to invest in the workforce so that we can ensure this recovery and make sure that people do have safe, good-paying jobs and provide employers with a greater return on their investment as well. Let me just say that you need to understand what we are doing at the federal level. In addition to this program, we passed appropriations bills in the House, and for the Department of Labor, $14.7 billion. What does it include? It's $11.6 billion for the Employment and Training Administration. And there, what we try to do is to provide high-quality job training, employment, labor market information, income maintenance services to state and local workforce development services like Workforce Alliance. We have $3.1 billion for Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act state grants, which is funding. It's designed to strengthen the public workforce system and help people, including our youth, who face serious barriers to employment, move them into high-quality jobs, and work with employers to make sure that the employers can hire and retain them. So we are trying to make the investments in workforce training that we have not been able to make in the last couple of decades. And so, it is a new dawn. And so, folks know here what we're doing, but we need people's support and understanding as we move forward, and we could pass an infrastructure bill, as we pass what I call an economic infrastructure bill, which is about child care, which is about a child tax credit, paid family and medical leave. These are the kinds of this is about the economy. You just don't get the name of the program. It is the economic benefit to families in this country. So that's what we need to try to do. And we cannot have a strong economy without a strong and a growing middle class and those people who want to enter a middle class. So congratulations to you, Workforce Alliance, for all you are doing to make this a reality. So it's wonderful for me to be on this. I love it, the campus, as the sign says out there, to celebrate with all of you today. And I look forward to the continuing partnership over many, many more years to come. So thank you so very, very much for allowing me to be with you today. Bill, let me turn it back over to you.
Next, we want to hear from Michelle Benares. She's, as you heard, the head of Adult Ed over there, and one of our strongest partners in this effort. Michelle.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Rosa. Your words are truly inspiring. It is a pleasure to be here today. It's a pleasure to be a part of this partnership, right? It's a campus, it's a family, it's a direct referral process. So I'm so very proud of our students. This fall alone, we have over 800 brave souls that have chosen to come back to school, to earn their diploma, to improve their English. And the third part of that is the career. Is the job placement, right? It's about finding who they are and finding something they're passionate about and proud of that serves their family as well. And so grants like this provide our students with opportunity virtually, provides their students opportunity virtually with support. And that's the important part. Some of the nuances behind this grant isn't just a virtual platform, go teach yourself, go learn it. It's about that support, that instant chat feature, that instant customer service person who's there willing to answer the questions. Those are the hurdles that our students have to overcome. And with that comes confidence. Also included in our students at Adult Ed, which we share in the city of New Haven, are students from over 50, 60 countries. They're here speaking languages, 20 languages alone in the building behind me. So when they can go to a website and they download a form in their own language, you know what confidence that gives them? it gives them pride to say, I can do this. I belong here. I'm part of something bigger than me. My family is accepted. I'm accepted, and I can do that. And so little things like that go a tremendous long way. We're so proud of our partnership with the Workforce Alliance. We're continuing to expand that and grow each and every day. And it is the efforts of my esteemed colleague, Tony Walker, like we said, and Congresswoman DeLauro that make it all possible. So thank you very much.
You know, this grant is going to, as I said, allow us to dramatically enhance what we've been doing. And we're going to hear now just from quick comments from 3 individuals who have started this process, who have gone through this process, and who can tell you firsthand the benefits of the type of technology that we're looking to build. And the first is Yusef Streelman. I'm sorry, I keep screwing up his name. So Yusef.
Yusef. Stick with the one you can get.
It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm very grateful to come out and be able to talk to you guys. I was part of the ULA program, otherwise known as the Building Pathways program. It's a 12-week apprenticeship program, a pre-apprenticeship program to get students involved with different skills and get them into different trades. I was lucky enough to be accepted, and it was very beneficial to me. I worked with many different amazing people that I would never have been able to work with without this program. This program was half, this program was half virtual and half in person, and I got to say that dealing with my instructors virtual and in person was equally as beneficial to me. I was able to connect with students as well as my instructor, and I really enjoyed the program to a very high degree. I can't thank them enough for accepting me because it is a starting point for me. Without this starting point, I would not be able to further my career in the trades, and without them, I would be nowhere because I've gained so many skills and certificates, and now I'm on my way to a career in the plumbing field that I've chosen to be accepted. Thank you so much. I'm so thankful for the ULA program and working with everybody in the Job Center, including I've worked with Dan and Miss Jones and Miss Natalino, and I'm so thankful for their help because along the way I needed some people to talk to and I needed resources, and they were there to help me, and I can't thank them enough. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Next, we're going to hear from Richard Hull, who is one of our IT participants.
Hi. Also, thank you so much for letting me come up here today. I've actually been involved in a few different programs with Workforce Alliance. I started in about September working with the DCI program, where I was taking virtual classes and attending virtual workshops to develop skills in IT, which was a super valuable starting point for me. Try to work towards getting certifications and a lot of new skills under my belt that I can put on a resume. And after a while in there, they contacted me asking specifically if I was looking to help me find work experience, where they set me up with an internship with Concepts for Adaptive Learning, where there I was spending part of my time getting a lot more hands-on experience, working on refurbishing and helping build the computers that they use to donate to their participants, as well as helping run some of the youth programs that they run. And once that was up, they actually moved me on to an on-the-job training at that same company, Concepts for Adaptive Learning. So now I'm working on just planning, running, and executing youth programs and adult programs in computer literacy. So Workforce Alliance for me not only was a great starting point to kind of get me the skills I needed to enter the workforce, but they're also doing a lot for me to help me keep up with the momentum that I've developed, to keep growing, keep developing, learning some planning skills, time management skills, and technical skills that I'll be able to move on to any future jobs that I try to undertake. And over the course of it, they've always had a lot of different financial literacy workshops, virtual resume and interview skills that I can even take back to the classes that I run over at Concepts for Adaptive Learning. And overall, it's just been an enormously helpful project that has helped me so much in furthering my career, and I'm so grateful for everyone's help here at Workforce Alliance to help me keep moving my career forward.
Here, here. Wow.
Yeah.
And our third speaker is Eddie Brennan. Eddie.
Good morning, people.
Good morning.
It's good to be alive. It's good to be here. What brought me to Workforce Alliance is the in-person services that they offer. At the time, there wasn't COVID, but I looked for some guidance, direction. They hooked me up with a job seeker consultant, and they offer apprentice programs, on-the-job training, skill up for manufacturing. What I enjoyed most of all is the job club, and then there was COVID. So we had gone virtual. I love the virtual because I don't have to leave my house. I can sit down at a virtual job club meeting in a pair of sweatpants and a t-shirt and a cup of coffee. I don't have to leave the comforts of my house. Save gas, wear and tear on my car. It's a beautiful thing. Also, I would just like to say, it's a great place to be. They offer the guidance and direction that I need in today's job search. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, that completes the formal part. Rosa, Michelle, or anyone is available for questions if anyone has them.
Well, while you may be thinking about a question, I just want to applaud. There are counselors, there are teachers, there are the folks who that our three friends were talking about here today. And you know what you do is you've made a difference in someone's life. And I don't know that there's any more noble effort than doing that. So I applaud your work, and it's not just your work. I applaud your commitment and your values, which say that how critically important this is, and you put your heart and soul into it. So we're very, very grateful for that. Any questions? Okay. Wonderful. It's been great being with you today, guys. Thank you. Thank you.